how did you feel about your ferry ride to Mackinac Island?
It's loud, the top is wobbly, but it's fun. I feel like, though, we should have bicycles. And frankly, I'm a little embarrassed that we don't have our bikes, that we don't have any bikes, and we're going to a place where you can only bike, you can only get around by bike, walk, or horse.
But we're gonna rent a really fun bike.
We've never ridden anything close to this, so I'm actually really excited.
I think it's gonna be fun.
A little hint here, the Googleplex has one on display. There's something similar, something very similar on display.
And I feel like this is the perfect place to rent and try it.
Yes, and we're pulling in right now. Let's get our stuff packed up, and there's a dock. There are a lot of sailboats out here. It's almost, if you were just dropped here and you couldn't smell, you would think this is just an ocean or a sea.
Yeah.
This is really kind of cool. So this is so weird.
Oh, right here.
I have never seen anywhere like this. Have you?
No, I think the only other time I was here, I was a child. I was like 3 or 4 years old.
We've never been somewhere that you could just park your bike like so and expect it to still be there. Also, that's kind of like your old bike, the little rad runner, but I like the way that they have that all set up. Cool vintage bikes. Okay, we've got a rental shop. Oh, is this our rental? Rebus. Oh, look at them all. We're just hanging out. Cute little vintage looking bikes. This is an Electra, so it's newer. Yeah, but here's some of your prices there. Beautiful horses. What do they got going on here? I love it. That is very nice.
All right, we're trying something new here. We are trying a tandem bicycle.
This bad boy has both a front brake and the coaster brakes where you backpedal the brake. I'm a huge fan of that myself. So let's hope we don't crash, shall we?
Wait, oh, I'm not on it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part. Oh, shit. Oh, there's my bike again.
Look where you're going.
Can you pedal independently?
Ooh. I'm pedaling.
Ooh.
Woo.
There's plenty of, look at these beautiful houses out here. Man, this is quite a place to live. Whew. So the horse smell is quite something to get used to, but this is a beautiful area and much better value getting the tandem bike. How is it so far?
We got the hang of it, I think.
Ish, yeah.
It's like a 8.2 mile loop all the way around the island, so we're gonna do that ride first.
Yep. I'm still, I can't decide if this is a good option for us full time. But the reality is generally speaking, we ride, you know, together.
Yeah.
God, that's a beautiful house.
I know.
Oh, blue.
I'm trying to show off the houses.
We ride together, so I mean, do we really need two bikes? I don't know that you can find a tandem. I think this is wider than our trailer, though.
I think we can find a tandem.
I love how they have a little lighthouse at the top of that one. That's so good. Yeah, it is interesting though, because I feel the weight. Ooh, that's like
shifting.
Pretty big. Yeah, so your weight, you go left when I go right sometimes, but this is a nice plush saddle.
It'll be nice to like ride and then get out and walk around the little town area.
Yeah, I bet you we can do this in under an hour for the whole loop. Oh, look at that beautiful stained glass in that church.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? Medical centers here. Oh, guess that adds up. And it's funny though, the kind of juxtaposition of modern day, you know, they've got Coca-Cola, you got 12 packs, 24 packs being hauled by horse and buggy. That's kind of funny. Oh man, 1830 Inn. So the British had a fort out here. I think is what we were reading, right?
I think so, yeah.
Had a fort out here and they were setting up camp. Ooh. I really like the vintage style of the majority of the bikes that you rent. That's so fun.
They're all cruisers, yeah.
Yeah. A recumbent trike would be real fun to cruise around on out here, I think.
Oh,
Mayday!
water bottle down.
Ah! Ah!
Ugh.
Sorry in advance. What a cute neighborhood. Might look a little goofy or very goofy, but I'm actually kind of liking this. Now, I do think that I'm pretty correct in believing that the most comfortable position is upright. It's not gonna be the fastest. It's gonna be the most comfortable though. And I just like exploring like this. This is generally how we do it, right? But you wanna be upright. You wanna be looking around. But am I wrong?
No, that's a good
It's
position.
cruiser style. Now you don't have to do anything with your hands really other than just balance.
Yeah.
You know what, honestly, I like the fat seats.
Yeah.
The cushy, fat plush seats. I like that. That's kind of nice. I also actually, now the single speed's not ideal, but I like the coaster brakes. Just being able to kind of back up and stop, that's nice. It is weird though how this chain works. But yeah, we're going along here. I bet there's a lot of weddings and such out here.
Yeah. Cute little bed and breakfast.
I love all the bike parking. Yeah, you'd think there'd be more cities that are like primarily or entirely bike focused. I wonder if there aren't any more in the US. And if there are, we need to find them. This makes me want to dip my toes. So interestingly that we were reading, Mackinac Island was originally a national park. It was I think it was the second one after Yellowstone, or just after Yellowstone, but now it's just a state park.
Yeah.
The state took it over. Look at this beautiful. Yeah, and Michigan has the Isle. What is that? The Isle National?
Isle Royale.
Isle Royale, yeah. They have that national park, but otherwise they're historic waterways. So
Yeah,
still protected.
national waterfront, lake shores.
Yeah.
You got the
So-
Sleeping Bear Dunes and you've got the pictured rocks.
It really is just crazy though. I mean, maybe that doesn't, if you grow up here, it's not a big deal. But like, I've never seen lakes that it's this hard to see across, right? Or impossible to see across.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so neat. I feel a little spoiled all of a sudden. None of that like sour sea smell.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about most things. I mean, when we woke up this morning, there was a lot of moisture on the rig, a little
But not
condensation,
rust.
but no, yeah, not as much.
No salt. It's not salty.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, there's a couple sharks out there, but other than that, you know, you'd probably be right. Apparently there's arch rock up there, and as you can tell by the traffic down here, it's pretty busy. So instead, Emma and I are switching it up, and she's gonna drive. I noticed that these bars are a little crooked, but I can't really see ahead of her very well. This is sort of my perspective here, but all right, let's do it. Oh boy. Oh, my knees are up and
Get your feet off the ground. Get your feet off the ground.
Somebody save me. Whoa, slow down. It is kind of fascinating though, the landform, considering this is, you know, all freshwater. It is quite interesting. Okay, we ended up putting the backpack on my back and her purse on there. Makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
Yep. And then our rock is up there once we come around this tree.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Whoa, okay. Why are you going? You're going.
You're shifting your weight a lot.
You're shifting your weight a lot.
That's our
It's
rock
you.
right there.
I think you're. Okay.
Oh, come around this side. Here we go. Oh, there you
Okay.
go. Look up.
Oh, there she goes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good, gentlemen. Just rode by. He goes, I think these bikes come with counseling, free counseling. That's about right. Yeah, no, this is pretty smooth. I think the person in the back seems to carry a little bit more weight, and I think it's, I don't know, because I think that if you go left but you're lower, it seems to go farther left somehow than if you're higher up. But.
You sit a lot more upright in the back too.
Yeah, this is interesting. I can't see around her, but you guys can.
There's nothing really to see in front of me right now. It's all to the side.
Throughout the US, this is the only highway that automobiles are not allowed. This is actually considered a state highway. I thought it was kind of interesting. And if we get pulled over by highway patrol and get oh, I'm gonna laugh
They're
my ass
probably on a
off.
horse.
Yeah, that's right. Look at that seashore. We should go dip our toes after we return the bike.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
So for the bikes, you pay by the hour.
Yeah.
And then so they hold $1 charge, like $1 deposit, and then you pay when you get back. So as long as you're out, you get to ride. You can ride for as long as you want, but you pay for like the bike per the hour. And so like for this bike, it was $19 an hour. But if we each got a single speed bike, it would have been $12 each per hour. So it's actually cheaper to do it this way.
Oh, I thought it was 17 an hour or 14.
For a single speed, it would have been 12. But
single speed, yeah.
But if you wanted anything with shifting, then it would have been 17 or more.
Yeah, which I really, more than one speed is ideal, I think.
But this was fun just to do it this way. Try out something new.
Yeah, it's a good experience. I don't know that this is the way I want to ride all the time.
Like the same thing with the ferries. Like there's 2 different ferry companies. Depending if you go from Mackinac City or St. Ignace, like it depends, it changes the price. If you want to go a fast boat or slow boat, it changes the price. So there's lots of factors. So do your research when you come.
Right, and there's a lot to do out here too. So obviously hiking, duh. There you can do a little swimming, although I doubt anybody really comes here just to swim. But, you know, I would stay a weekend here, 3-day weekend, you know, something like that.
And they have a really, we'll go up there, we'll walk up there later. It's called the Grand Hotel. It's beautiful. We'll have to go get some good video and photos of it.
I mean, there's tons of snack shops, it looks like, and
Fudge, Mackinac Island's known for its fudge.
You know, I've ridden a horse twice. One tried to kill me. And you know, I think this is probably one of the safer ways to ride a horse if you've never done it. This is at least as green as Washington, if not more.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Now out here in various places, you can take cruises out here and there are shipwrecks. So I feel like we would probably go out there and the captain would be like, oh, I can't find the shipwreck. That seems to be our luck when we do a lot of things like that, but that's all right.
I think they have shipwrecks up at that Isle Royale National Park too.
Yeah, well that national park, interestingly, because we thought about going there, we would have to take I'm sure you can take a ferry, or a boat. You
have to drive all the way to the very top point of the Upper Peninsula and then take a boat.
Yep, and I think it would be cool to food, drinks, restroom, telephone, 2 miles. It would be really neat to go ahead and kayak or canoe out there. That would be neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're like way up there. I think it's the most northern point of Michigan. So definitely a whole thing. And we also have heard about, watched a few channels talking about there's like a schoolie palooza or a schoolie event out here. But I guess there's like, what he said it was like $400 a ticket per vehicle. That's crazy, is it not?
That's insane.
Yeah, it would be cool to actually go check that out, but we're not paying those. We're not paying those monies.
I don't know how far it is from where we are right now either.
Yeah, which is all right. I feel like the schoolie community, to me, is all about being free, being independent, doing what, whatever you want, and doing it really on a budget, or as big. But most people are doing it on a budget. Let's be real, right? And being unique. But those prices don't seem within the same realm of ethos.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know. That's all right. That's all right. But then again, there's no such thing as like an official community. I know a lot of people think about that, and they're like, oh yeah, there's the schoolie community, but really that's like, if you think about it, it's like whoever wants to start something. Anybody, I could start something, right? And that would be a disaster. But I sure wouldn't, whatever. But, and then, people sell their stuff and their art, and I think that's cool, and they sell food and such. So.
All right, this is another landmark site. What is it?
It looks like there's a pond, a wetland, a boreal forest. There is poison ivy growing near the base of the cedar trees. There's cedar trees out here. If only people understood that sentiment. How pretty this is. Oh, they have beavers out here too. How pretty is this? Such an interesting ecosystem out here. A lot of these little signs that'll tell you about things like salmon berries and all the botany. And apparently that's really what has made Mackinac Island such an interesting place and an important place to preserve is the significance of the botany. There was a famous botanist that brought attention to the ecosystem out here. It is very lush. Feels just like Washington. All of the bats living in Michigan are insect eaters, and the little brown bat, Mackinac Island's most common bat, may catch up to 500 insects per hour. That's crazy. Actually, I'm a big bat fan. Mm-hmm. But well, how do you feel about bats?
Not my favorite. Not the worst though.
I think they're adorable. Emma thinks they're kind of, well, at least historically, I feel like you've really come around. She said she used to think they were creepy.
They are creepy, but I understand their purpose.
Oh, they're wonderful little creatures. They're sweet, they're smart, they're a little funny. Some of them actually have humor, as I've done a little bit of YouTube watching about, you know, like a little studying of bats. And their behavior is quite fascinating. Some use echolocation, some actually do have sight. A lot of people think that bats don't have sight, but that's actually not true. They do. Oh, look at all the different broadwing hawk. That would be neat to see. If you had to pick one to hang out with, goose or bat?
Bat.
I think that says it all right there. Ooh, this is a crooked boardwalk. Look at this. But don't come here on a rainy day. You'll slip right on in. That water is so pretty. The colors.
The gradient of blue.
As we go around, the light is hitting all the water in different ways. And so it's looking even brighter out here. And if you get about 2 miles away from the center, like where the ferries load, next to nobody out here. Now, I will say we do not look at other videos of anywhere that we go because I don't want to have, like I don't want to accidentally make the same, you know, video as somebody else, you know, and it's, you know, subconsciously you're looking for what other people have done, right? Oh, I recognize that, and so that's something you point out. We don't want to have any presuppositions, and it's a lot more fun just to explore on our own, I think. Am I wrong?
No. Look at all those birds on the waterfront.
Oh, look how aquamarine that color is. Isn't that pretty?
Look at all the ducks.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh, what are those little guys? Those are almost, their heads are a lot longer, more red. Updated review time. How do you feel about the tandem bike?
I think it's fun. I don't think I want to ride it all the time, but I think it's fun. Look at that log cabin.
Starting to hurt my butt, but yes. Yeah, look at that cabin. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I'd live there. I would visit there, actually. I don't know. I think it would be lovely to live out here, to park our rig out here.
You can't park your rig out here?
Exactly. It'd be great to have this view, but we never want to be here in the winter, frankly. We don't want to be here in the winter, and I feel like we get bored. Even in summer this beautiful, we get bored.
One of my friends from college, her family has a little cabin out here, a little cottage out here, and
that's pretty nice.
On the island. They come out here for New Year's every year. They snowmobile across the lake and come out for New Year's.
You know, I wonder if they allow fireworks out here because it's still a state park, so I would imagine they probably don't. Dogs would probably enjoy it more, right?
Potentially.
Unless the state is doing, oh, this is a single speed, it sucks.
Big push uphill.
Unless the state is doing, oh.
Almost to the top.
Okay,
come on.
My seat is not adjusted properly either.
The struggle bike.
The struggle bike. Oh.
There we go.
Any day on a bicycle, in my opinion, is a good day. Unless you're in a blizzard. Or I was in Nashville. Never experienced the type of storms that we did in Nashville. Am I wrong? I don't know if they're that bad here.
They get it that bad here.
They do?
Don't you remember the storm when we were leaving last year?
Oh, yeah, they were, I made a video. They were right along with us.
Yeah.
I don't know if I showed.
We were like trying to pick our shit up in the pouring rain.
It was that day, actually, we figured out that our windshield wipers weren't working. We had a bad ground.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was fun. Oh, and there's the bridge.
The Mackinac Bridge is actually one of the largest, longest suspension bridges that ever exists of its
And you
kind.
can't see it through the trees.
But I know it used to hold the top spot, and now it's just one of. I think the Golden Gate Bridge maybe took the cake.
We got perfect this. Oh man. Well, but back to the storms. The storms in Tennessee. There was one. It had blinded me. It's like it was just. I mean, it was the hello. Hello. Such nice folks. Blinded me. I actually hit one of those like middle bollard things that kept cars off of the bike lanes. That was a whole thing. But still, it was nice warm rain, so it's kind of hard to complain. But even with warm rain, you still, in the middle of summer, you still get a little cold, you know? Sam did not, she's not a storm fan. Go figure. Oh, they have golf carts over here. Probably for servicing the island.
All these old Victorian style houses, cabins.
Oh, I love how they rounded out the buildings on the corners.
Yeah.
Lighthouse Cottage. How
See,
quaint.
like, these are, I would have never called this a cottage. Like, these are like mansions to me.
These are mansions. Stonebrook North Gate. Can you imagine? I guess, are these private residences or are these just like hotels?
I think some are.
Hotels. I do like how the underneath of those porches though, like they have a different color. Like that one's red.
Yeah.
Versus white and green. Over there, I think there was like a white exteriors with like the underside of the porch covered and like mint green, which looked really cool. Nice accent.
I like how it got hidden up in the woods a little bit.
Yeah. You have a view of the outside, but you know, you still have to, if you really want the view, you have to go work for it. Oh, and there's such pretty wildflowers out here. The Devil's Kitchen?
That's what it said.
Huh, I think that's the school that's out here. I think it's an elementary school. It might be a K-12. Hold on, it'll say.
It'll say.
It just says public school. Mackinac Island Public School. That might be like a full...
That might be the whole school.
Got a classic look with the bike there. That's nice. I wonder if these are like Airbnbs too.
I'm sure some of them are.
That's cool. What a lovely little town. And I have to wonder, like, how did they determine that there's just never going to be, or, you know, for the most part, no civilian, non-commercial or governmental travel by vehicle here? Yeah,
I think it's because it's so small.
Yeah.
For this amount of tourism.
Or I wonder if it was just like there just hadn't been, and maybe somebody was a little resistant to the technological changes, and they were like, fine, we'll just hold off and hold off and hold, and then eventually it just became the rule.
Yeah, probably something like that.
I don't know. It's a cool rule to have, you know. I do like the light, bright, like doing some work on it there. I like the light, bright colors. This one's kind of interesting with the kind of lighter green and the gray.
Yeah,
This is beautiful. I love this. Well, especially along the Oregon coast. You see a lot of the cedar shingles and such. This looks like a beautiful stagecoach. That looks like. Oh, they have a public library too. I did not know that. Oh boy. Ain't that the truth. No salt, no sharks, no worries. Look at these beauties. 28 bucks, 28.50 or something to that effect, right?
Yeah, we were riding for an hour and 20 minutes.
I thought it was a little less than that. If time flies when you're having fun. So we need to go, we're gonna go grab some lunch and then kind of fart around a little bit.
We were told by multiple people we have to eat at the Pink Pony Club, so we're going there.
We've done, again, no research. Club Pink Pony Mackinac. All right. Where are we at? Whoop. Oh, I think we're, what the hell are we gonna eat here? What are you trying to eat here?
My cousin Renee said you could eat here.
Like I said, we've done zero research. Now that is an interesting contraption. You've got your bike pump, you got a little tire lever and all that, and a water bottle holder right there on the fork. That's smart. Now that is a beautiful bike. Very classy, lovely color. If I haven't already mentioned it, I do think it's funny that nobody has bells here. I can only imagine every kid would ding a ding a ding. That'd be the most annoying. That's all we would hear.
Yeah.
Hooves and bells.
So there is a pony. It's called
Pink Pony?
the Pink Pony, and it is down here at the end. So we just got a little confused because the Club Pink Pony and the Pink Pony are different.
I like the Burley trailers. They're expensive though, man. Some of those trailers are more expensive than the bikes themselves.
Yeah.
Some kid. Oh, those are classy red. Ooh. All right, we got on the list, but there is the Pink Pony Bar and Grill, and apparently there's a Pink Pony. There's a Chippewa Hotel, home of the Pink Pony. So it's, I think it's like a whole little single owner chain kind of thing.
And the gifts at that Club Pink Pony gift shop is owned by the same people. So it is all the same.
I don't fully understand it, but you don't have to. Oh. This is so, it's so surreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
We changed our mind. We're going to the Mustang Lounge. The selection looked a little wider, less just sandwiches, and I think they have wings here. You know, we can do an assortment. Oh, you got the patches all around. I see you. Ooh. Apparently, this is Michigan's most historic tavern, and a little look at their menu. I'm sure they have even more than that. Ooh, hand-cut ribeye. And they have some drinks, soup, salad, appetizers. Sometimes we'll do like wings, and then a little bit of extra.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it feels a little historic in here. That's what I was getting at. Is that onion rings? And it's
onion rings and a chicken Philly.
It smells a lot better now. It's steamed up the camera lens. And then I just went with the classic cheeseburger. Look at these pickle slices. Look at those suckers. Dang. Stand by for the review. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized burger right there. This is the funniest thing. They actually brought in the waitress. There's two waitresses that are twins. It's their birthday today, and their family came and singing happy birthday and bringing cake and presents. How cute is that? That is so cute.
Okay.
I love it. What a nice family.
Thank you.
That was great food.
Really, really good food.
100% would recommend. Not terribly expensive.
No.
Nope.
No.
And we've been trying to, as we're able, try to tip in cash.
Yeah.
Although I think the tax on tips has possibly gone away on a federal level.
Please no farting, Joel.
Oh boy. What oh geez.
So Mackinac Island during the War of 1812 became a popular hub of fur trade. And then after that, it became a popular resort town.
It's also interesting, the British in 1781 made it a center of their military and fur trade. Then the Americans occupied it, of course, 1796. Then the British again. And then after, this is back and forth, back and forth. I'm surprised that the British held on to it for so long. Like, it doesn't seem like, maybe it just wasn't that big of a priority to protect this land.
So this street in particular was big for fur trade. Jacob Astor's American Fur Company located its headquarters here. Furs were valued at $3 million. Went through the Market Street offices in 1822. All these people going on a little horseback ride.
How fun is that? Like a group horse ride? That'd be the last way I'd want to learn to ride a horse, but I'd totally do that. Look at that.
Oh, we might not be able to go in the hotel.
Oh, look at that. It makes sense actually out here why they would be so proud. We're getting more and more context, right? Like if this was run by the British for a while and all this.
Proper dress required at the hotel after 6:30 p.m. Please no bicycles or saddle horses in front of the hotel. So
we were just talking about that, weren't we? How classy that would be.
So after 6:30, it is that classy here.
Wow, that is sophisticated. Little information there. But yes, it is very interesting though, given that the British had, it kind of went back and forth, traded hands a little bit, and I don't think that was a voluntary surrender by the U.S. It makes sense how now they would go ahead and make sure we show dominance here.
We can go in because it's before 6:30.
Yeah, we are not that classy though. Yeah, we'd be rolling up in khaki shorts and yoga breeches.
Well, now we know in case we come back and want to stay here.
Yeah, boy, I bet this is a pretty penny to rent a room. Look at the beautiful wildflowers. Oh,
look at that fountain down there too.
Yeah, you got a beautiful fountain down there. You got a nice courtyard. What a view of the bridge. Good picnicking down there, I bet you.
There's a reason it's called the Grand Hotel.
Grand indeed.
Look at that. They've got a pool, water slide, cabanas. They hang out all day down there. I mean, there's a better shot. That would be so much fun to sit out and relax out here. That is awesome.
There's another good shot. Oh, both sides.
We are not going to go in the Grand Hotel because they charge you $12 per person just to enter the building unless you're staying there.
I bet it's a nice building. Not for 12. No.
Right. So we just did some nice exploring of the outside and the grounds. Very beautiful, very beautiful. We're gonna go walk back through town and take some photos and go into some of the little shops and stuff. And maybe Joel's gonna have a Mackinac Fudge experience.
I'm not a fan of fudge. I actually don't really like chocolate at all, almost.
But Mackinac is the place for fudge. This is the home of fudge.
So what she'll do is we'll order 2 and Emma will get both.
What? Shh, don't tell my secrets.
Like when you were double fisting coffees.
Okay, coffee's a different story.
Well, I gotta load up. We don't have Tim Hortons in Washington. I know your games.
So, no, but Mackinac fudge is like a legit thing. So we're gonna go walk through some stores and take some photos and have some fudge. All you could ride were bikes or horses. How much smaller the parking lots would need to be. Look at all these bikes in this little yard. I'm making fudge here. Murdix, the original fudge.
Quite a few updates here, guys. Very important day. Firstly, I spent a good, 4 or 5 hours, maybe, just shooting street photos. Love it. I think there's quite a vibe here, and I think I got some good shots.
Yeah.
Emma did her did some perusing, got a nice magnet. You want to show that one off? And once we met up again, because I don't have my phone, went ahead, dipped my toes, realized that's a bad idea. That water's actually surprisingly cold. Got out, asked Emma to call my phone, and somebody actually answered it. Isn't that cool? A little Schwinn, I think it's a Schwinn. Yeah, I love the bikes here. Oh, Emma called, somebody answered. The police department. The police department has my phone in Mackinac City. Or Mackinac Village? City? Police? I don't know. So that's pretty freaking cool. And so we're gonna go get that. They're open until 4:30. It's 4 o'clock right now. We got a ferry ride. It's probably not gonna happen today, but I'm in no hurry to leave this area. It's beautiful.
No, it's beautiful, yeah.
People are really nice.
I know I showed you guys I tried to show you guys the fudge around all the people in Murdix, but I got a slice. I got the peanut butter chocolate chip.
That's not a slice. That's a
that's the smallest slice.
That's a chunky chunk. Peanut butter chocolate chip.
Yeah. The original on Mackinac Island.
Man, that's like a whole fancy box too. Look at that thing. You got some girth on that cardboard.
So this will last me last me a month to eat. Because it's so rich, you take like a tiny little bite and then you're good.
Yeah, I'm not a fudge person. I like ice cream and I like sweet. But chocolate's not really sweet, is it? It's kind of more...
But it's also not like chocolate. It's like...
Sorry, I told you somebody was sitting there. I left you space, I promise. She hogged it. Yeah, we were having a great time.
Yeah.
I'd come back out here for free, but I think we kind of saw it.
Yeah.
There's some cool... earlier is better. I would say that.
I think the next time we come, I would want to come and stay stay on the island.
Yeah.
And maybe the Grand Hotel, because I think that'd be a cool experience.
They make their money. Well, speaking of bikes, actually got chatting with one gentleman who does like the bike maintenance and they do bike rentals, and we were talking about like what gives you problems, what doesn't. And they're like, yeah, I mean, every bike sort of has issues where people will take them off, hit a rock, and like break a spoke. But turns out they have had these same exact issues pretty consistently with hydraulic brakes on the Trek bikes. Whatever hydraulic brakes, they're like, yeah, we're not buying those anymore. They're like, we're doing mechanical disc brakes unless we don't have the option, and then they do the rim brakes. I thought that was interesting because we had that problem.
Yeah, so they're ordering the Trek Verb 1.
Verve, something like that. Anywho, thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, just nice of people. Like, they're happy to share. Nobody let me pet their horse, so there's that. But now we have a nice boat ride back.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
This was a lot of fun. Well, all right. We are home for the evening here. Not a bad spot. We're here next to the Days Inn. Kind of a cool looking hotel. And there's a freeway there, but a little park right here. I think it'll be pretty quiet tonight. But yeah, got my phone back. That's really cool. Somebody actually turned it into the police department. And yeah, they validated that it was, you know, that I was the owner, and off we went. So that's such a cool thing. That is a huge expense. But the funny thing is that like with Em and I like together so frequently, the only time I really need to phone, you know, anything that I can't do on the computer, right? It's really just, hey Emma, where are you? Right? Or like Mackinac Island, we're like, well, we'll just meet back here when we meet back here. Anyways, we're having just a blast today. It's been a pretty good day. So anywho, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Nice long, juicy adventure, and we will see you in the next one. Bye guys.